Hello, students. Myself Barun Sir. Welcome to the online class organized by South Point School. Today we will be discuss about some geometrical facts. We are going to the first point. We will discuss about point in the geometry. What is point? The figure of which length, breadth, and height cannot be measured is called a point. A point is an exact location, and a point is represented by dots. The point is always represented by a dot only this place. That means which is exact location. We denote a point by capital letters A, B, C, D, etc. By the way, this is a point. Will be denoted by A, B, C. Now again, other point is next line. A line is made up of infinite number of points and it has only length. That is, it does not any thickness or width. A line is endless. It is be extended in both directions. Lines are denoted by a small letter A, B, C, D, dot. A line is made of an infinite number of points. By the way, we have a dot some points and we will join these points. That means this is a line. But this is the extended form. That means a line which have both sides of direction, which is not a end, which is endless. And line is always denoted by a small letter A, B, C, D in a small. Now in line segment, a line segment has two end points. For example, this is a line segment because there is two end points A and B, which has measured in something is given. By the way, this is a 3 centimeter. The AB is a fixed point, so AB is line segments. A line segment has two end points, but generally speaking, line segment is called a line. And in other language, the position of a line with end points are called line segments. A line segment has definite length. Will be already told you a line which have a definite length we have a given, that means these are line segments. A line segments AB is denoted by the way, this is a line AB. We always write there line AB, or AB we can be also write AB. Directly we can write AB only, or AB, and this is a line AB denoted by. Now in rays or ray, ray extends indefinitely in one direction from the any given points. By the way, this is a line. There is a one end point and there is a direction is given. That means endless. In another point, there is endless directions we have a given, and initial point we have a this is a initial point. So a ray extends infinitely in one direction from any given point. This is exhibited by an arrow. Now a starting point is called as initial point. That means this is a A, B, and A is an initial point. Okay. Collinear points. 3 or more than 3 points are said to be collinear if they all lie on the same straight line. Like this line, there is a point A, B, C. All of 3 points are situated on this line. That means these points are collinear points. Intersecting lines. 2 lines whose intersection is not in between. By the way, we have a line, 2 lines, A, B, C, D, which is intersected at O. The two lines whose intersection is not empty are known as intersecting lines. The common point is called the point of intersections. This is a point of intersection, and in another language, two lines having a common point are called intersecting lines. That means if we have a line which are intersect at a point, that means these lines are intersecting lines. Parallel lines. Two lines lying in a plane and having no common intersecting points are called parallel lines. The distance between two parallel lines is constant. It is denoted by this. We have two lines AB and CD. These are parallel because their distance between is always same. That means we have told you the distance between two parallel lines is constant. That means always distance between parallel lines is same. And we have written as these lines are parallel AB, parallel CD. This is denoted by parallel lines. This symbol is perpendicular line. Two lines which lie in a single plane and intersect each other at right angle are called perpendicular lines. It is denoted by like this. Perpendicular is denoted by this symbol. We have a line, two lines which has a joint at a right angle. That means AO perpendicular AB OB. We can write there AO perpendicular OB. Congruent lines. When more than two straight lines intersecting at the same point, then these lines are called congruent lines. There is some lines AB, CD, EF, GH. All of these four lines intersect at the point O. So these lines are called congruent lines. Angle. An angle is having of as traced out by the rotation of a revolving line from the initial line to terminal line. By the way, OA is a terminal line and this is a initial starting line. So there is a definition. An angle is throw off as traced out by the rotation of a revolving line from the initial line. Now there is a from initial there is a revolving to the terminal. That means AOB is an angle. In other types of definitions, in other language, an angle is the union of two rays with a common initial part. According to rays, I think beta no rays which have two rays. There is a initial point of both rays. The common initial part, there is a two rays of a common initial part is a O, and this is a OA and OB. If two rays have common initial part, then that is also known, it represents an angle. An angle is the union of two rays with a common initial parts. And in other language, an angle is formed when two line segments meet at a point. And in other language also we define this angle, two line segments. An angle is formed when two line segments meet at a point. That is OA and OB is a two line segment which is a meet at O. So this is also angle AOB. Angle is represented by like as this. There is a AOB angle, so you can write there AOB. Vertex. Common initial point is known as vertex of the angle. In this angle, there is a common initial part. The O is a common initial part. In this figure, we also AOB. There is an angle Which angle has two line segments and there is a common initial point is O. So O is a vertex. The point O is vertex. Now in last, congruent or equal angles. Not a congruent triangles. Only congruent or equal angles. The two angles are said to be congruent if they cover each other completely and exactly. Next day will be also discuss about other facts related to geometry. Thank you.